Hello everyone, and welcome to another Computer Software is Your Friend tutorial. Installing Windows with the USB drive has become a very popular and very fast way of getting the job done. And if ever you want to upgrade your installation of Windows or need to reinstall it for whatever reason, this is a very quick, easy, and very efficient way to go. So now I will take you through the steps that I have outlined in an article some time back, just because I have a YouTube channel now that I'm actively using. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to hit the start button and go to disk part. Now my start menu looks a little different than yours probably. This is Windows 8 Developer Preview. Good improvement over Windows 7, but that can wait for another video. So now that we are in disk part, first thing we're going to do is we're going to hit list disk. And now, as you can see, you get a list of drives and partitions. And essentially, we're looking for the one that resembles our USB. Now, of course, if you really don't know which is your USB, I would recommend that you run list disk without the USB, then plug in the USB and then run list disk again, as I just did, and you'll see a noticeable difference, and from that point you'll know which disk to select. In my case, my USB is disk 6. As you can see, it's about 4 gigabytes, and this is pretty much what you need for the more chunkier Windows ISOs. So now what we're going to do is we're going to select disk 6. And of course the number 6 is based on the disk number over here. So essentially whatever your USB number is in here is the disk that you're going to type here and hit enter. So now this disk has been selected, it's now being worked on. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to clean it, we're going to wipe it out, just delete the partition and everything. So now it's basically a blank slate. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a new partition. And in terms of creating partitions, you want to create a primary partition. So now this is done, so we're going to mark this partition as active. Now we need to be able to store files on this partition, so we're going to format. And in my blog post, I say to use FAT32, but NTFS works just as well. And to speed things up, we're going to add the term quick at the end. Now this is a very fast process. It really shouldn't take long. And done. So now what we're going to do is we're going to assign a letter, and from this point you'll be able to access it in your computer folder, which is where we're going to go right now. So here is your USB drive, which is bootable and ready to go. Now essentially what you need to do to get this to work is, well, you're going to need to mount your Windows ISO and then just copy the stuff over. Or of course, if you have the Windows installation disk, you just pop that into the DVD drive. Same principle applies. You just right click and explore, and then afterwards you just transfer the files over. You just copy them over. and this is pretty much it. Now, if you have your Windows installation ISO as well, your Windows installation image as an ISO on your computer, you're going to need a program, unless you're running Windows 8, which has the built-in mounting capability, to be able to view and access and copy the files. So you're going if you go to my site, computersoftwareisyourfriend.blogspot.com, there is a custom Google search, which I adore. It's really fast and easy. So now what you're going to type is you're going to type mount ISO. And you're going to choose the article. You don't always need a disk ... And essentially this article is geared for those of you with netbooks and really cannot get a DVD drive externally, because netbooks don't come with a DVD drive. So then essentially you would have the first part of this article showing you how to get the ISO, and then the second part showing you how to mount it, and this is where we are at. So you're going to download and install Virtual Clone Drive. It's available on all Windows platforms, and or it should be rather. And essentially just download and install that, and when you double click on an ISO, it should open with Virtual Clone Drive and appear in your computer just as any other ISO would, or disk image rather. And from this point on, the steps are really easy. We basically got through the hard part in a matter of a few minutes. So I thank you for watching. Good luck installing whichever version of Windows you are planning to install, whether it be to play with Windows 8, or to upgrade to Windows 7, or to reinstall an operating system. And from this point, good luck, and please do rate, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for our upcoming videos, which should be informative, hopefully, and should help you out with your computer tasks.